It's been called one of the worst disasters in the history of the NHS. The death of 2,000 people who were given contaminated blood products back in the 1970s and 80s as part of their medical treatment. It was the focus of last night's Panorama programme on BBC One. It told the story of Jason Evans, whose father died after being infected with the HIV virus through contaminated blood. Jason is taking legal action against the government.
I have now decided to instruct a legal firm to take a case alleging negligence and breach of statutory duty against the government and various bodies for their role in this scandal that ultimately led to infecting my father with HIV through a product they knew to be dangerous. I want the truth to go down on record about what happened here. I think that truth is what everyone needs.
Well, County Down man Brian Carberry contracted hepatitis C through contaminated blood, and Brian is with us. Good morning, Brian. You're very welcome to the programme.
Good morning, Karren.
Tell us your story, Brian. What happened to you?
Well, in the early 80s, around 85, and all that there, I was treated for my haemophilia with factor 8, and as a result, I ended up with hepatitis C. It wasn't until way in the early 90s that I was actually told that I had hepatitis C, and in between all this time they used to take regular blood tests and try different things and all this here, but I never really knew what any of it was about. They were basically testing drugs and products on me that without consent, and not that they didn't get consent of my parents or mentioned to my parents or me. It's only in 1981 I was told by a different consultant, because the consultant I was under retired, and I moved to another consultant, and she says, "Oh, and you've got hepatitis C. All haemophiliacs have hepatitis C. It is something," she says, "it's something you live with. It's not something you will die with." And now all that there is turned about. There's actually no excuse me, we are dying from it. Have
you experienced health problems?
Oh, indeed. You have fatigue, brain fog, you can't concentrate on anything. Your health is just always going down, depression, a whole loads of different symptoms and all that there. And even though now I have been treated last year now for the hepatitis C, all the symptoms are still there. The hepatitis C increases the risk of cancers and all that there. So now they've got rid of the hepatitis C, and the risk of cancers has been reduced, but I still have all the symptoms.
You watched the programme last night. What did you think? I think
Jason, he's a very courageous young man, and he deserves justice, as do all the people who have been affected by contaminated blood.
So you support the move toward legal action? And
indeed I do. Somebody has to be held accountable for this. This is 40 years and they're still going on about it and on about it, and they've apologised. David Cameron apologised. I don't think he knew what he was apologising for. It's because they haven't done anything.
What do you think the government should do for people like you?
The government need to compensate the people that have been infected. They need to hold an inquiry to see why, even after why they knew if the blood was being contaminated or was at high risk, why they continued using it.
The Department of Health has said that we've more than doubled our annual spend on payments to people affected since 2015, committing an additional £125 million, as well as providing an annual payment to all infected individuals. This, they say, is significantly more than any previous government has provided for those affected by this tragedy.
Well, it's only this last 10 or 15 years people have started to listen and say, here we are going to have to do this. This isn't going to go away. And whenever the Labour was in, there was system set up then. Whenever Conservative and Lib Dems were in, there was system set up then and all that there. There's all these systems all getting set up and all that there, but there's nothing actually being done.
You sound angry, Brian.
I am, because it's Nicola Blackwood sat in the Houses of Commons last week, and she claimed that there was 150 million set aside. She got the figure wrong. Now, that's not taking us serious if she's sitting there, the Under Secretary for Health, and she's getting them figures wrong.
Brian, thank you for telling us your story this morning. Brian Carberry there, who contracted hepatitis C through contaminated blood.
25 minutes past 8.